done. It's a very honest relationship, right? There's no depth in that relationship. It's straight up, it's honest, done, we move on. Okay. Working at a company. Say you work with a company and he helps the YouTube channel go to the next level, doing all the work behind closed doors, all this stuff. Would he do that job for free? Or would he do it because you're offering something back to them? How many of my employees would be with me if it was working for free? That nonprofit would be kind of weird. Guys, what we're doing is very important, but I need you to work for free. What do you mean? Are you going to make money? I am, but I want you to work for free. It's kind of weird, right? There needs to be an exchange. Again, it's honest. Exchange. Okay. If I go above and beyond everybody else and I work, should I deserve the right to get paid more? Yes. Okay. Is it beneficial for me to work with somebody like you? Of course. Why? Because you're driven. So should I hang on to your coattail because if I go with you, big things are going to happen in my life? Absolutely. Is that a selfish decision? Yes, but it's also a wise decision. Do you know that? You know that. Do they know that? They know that. Do they also know that you have options? Because now you're at a point that a lot of people would love to be working for you. Of course they know that. They're not dummies, right? They know that. Okay. But you still choose to stay with them and they still choose to stay with you. Is there benefit of somebody hiring your person that's helping with your podcast and paying twice as you pay to go with them? There is. If he chooses to take that just for the money, that's his loss. If you're doing your part, he was never in it for believing in you. It was only about the money part. So these are all, and the reason why this is so interesting, what you're reading about self-love and all these other things, is when you look at some of the people that make it at the highest of the highest of the highest level, they typically have been backstabbed so much that in the back of their mind, sometimes they're just waiting to see who's going to backstab them next. So the desire to have a straight up relationship is no longer the same. Okay, there's a difference between you dating somebody who falls in love with you when you're making $22 an hour working at Bally's and she loves you and she stays with you. There's a difference between you getting married when you're making $300,000 a year. And then there's a difference between you marrying somebody when you're worth $500 million. How do you know the girl that marries you at the end is worth, is with you because she loves you versus she loves what you offer them, right? And is that a sin?
Yeah.
Is she making a mistake? I think in an ideal world, I am very comfortable knowing that other people are also there in your life to get what they can out of you. I'm very comfortable with that because there's a chapter in the book here where I talk about choosing running mates. And I put a clear criteria on how to choose a running mate. What they bring to the table, their level of trust with you, all these ways of scoring people in your life to see, hey, is this a person? Because the whole concept with choosing your enemies wisely, you also need to choose your allies wisely. So somebody like you need true believers in your life. You can't have 50 true believers. That's just naive to think that. You can't have 10 true believers. Can you have 2 to 5 true believers? Yes. How valuable is that? A lot. So no, the more and more I moved up, the more I realized almost everybody, and I'm talking 99% of people, listen to the radio show WIIFM, What's in It for Me. Mm-hmm. And a part in this book that we dissected your question, which is a fascinating question, is in the company, I've been running a sales organization for 20-something years. And when I started the insurance company in 2009, we grew it from 66 agents. Today, we have 50,000 agents. We've licensed nationwide. We have a few hundred offices nationwide. But my idea of looking at who's got the biggest upside to contribute to the company has also changed. It used to be, man, that guy's so selfish. All that guy cares about money. Man, this guy's the nicest guy in the world. And then I realized the nicest guy in the world who had no selfish desires was happy making $5,000 a month. And so then I created a scoring system. What percentage of you is selfish and selfless? And what's the good balance? If you're 100% only you and everybody else zero, well, guess what? You're still a bigger net positive to society than the person at the bottom that's what? 0% selfish and 100% selfless. If a person is 100% selfless, they probably don't eat well. They're probably out of shape. They're probably not healthy. They're probably going to have to go to the hospital. It's going to cost you money and taxes. They probably smell because they don't take a shower. They spend their money on everybody else. So then you'll see the profile. Good people to give you counsel are around the 50-50 range. You can always trust them to give you counsel. Drivers of a company or somebody like you doing what they do, 70-30 is a good split. Okay, 80-20 is a little bit problematic because 80-20 sometimes will compromise to beat everybody. So you want the 65-70. So you're asking a technical question, and I've just come to a conclusion that, both parties, if they want to selfishly be pleased, if we can please each other and one of us takes the lead and we're getting mutual love and benefits out of the relationship, you're in a good situation. Every once in a while, you'll find somebody that's going to be a ride or die. They're going to say, Chris, dude, no matter what you do, I'm with you till the day you die. And you think they're telling the truth. A year goes by, they're still there, even more. 5 years go by, they got married. Like, when he gets married and asks, it's going to change. Still there. 10 years later, still there. And you're like, this guy's really a true believer. Wow. But it's not going to be that many people. That's a very short list of people.